Welcome everyone to Picture Astrology. Today we are going to talk about the signs and we are going to look at the very first sign in the zodiac, which is the sign of Aries. Sign of Aries is also called sometimes as the Big Bang sign, primarily because Big Bang is supposed to be the process or event which started the entire universe. And Aries in the same way shows the beginning of the zodiac signs. The Aries being the first sign, it kind of emulates the principle of Big Bang where the creation started. And also Big Bang is related to a release of a large amount of energy. And Aries is also a sign which is associated with huge amount of energy. It is invariably or arguably the most energetic sign of the zodiac. So let's look at the basic characteristics and qualities of the sign Aries. So every sign basically has few primary indicators, which are, first of all, is element. Aries element is fire. So in astrology science, there are four elements which are considered: fire, air, earth, and water. Aries belongs to the category of fire. Another characteristic of every sign is called cardinality. It basically shows that how that sign behaves or works. There are three cardinalities: active, moving. Active meaning always active, moving, always going on. Second is stationary or fixed, which means remaining in the state as it is without much change. And the third one is dual, which means sometimes active, sometimes stationary. So Aries belongs to the active category. It is an active sign. And every zodiac sign has a planetary lord. The lord of Aries is Mars. Mars is also a planet of action. So now, once we understand the basic nature of fire, we can try to understand how the Aries will behave. So the most fundamental nature, the most fundamental significance of the element fire is transformation. By transformation, I mean change from one state to another. So say you have wood, and in wood if you apply fire, the wood will be converted into ashes and smoke, and it will generate some heat. So you see, the very fundamental nature of wood will be transformed. Similarly, if you apply fire to water which is in the liquid state, it will evaporate and become vapor. It will turn into a airy state. So fire fundamentally changes or transforms the nature of anything, and that is even more pronounced in Aries because Aries is an active fire. It is not a stationary or confined fire. It is a fire which is raring to go or actually spreading fast. So this transformative nature of Aries is very pronounced. This is a sign, just like the Big Bang, which is full of energy. It just cannot rest. They are always active. They are always looking for new things to do in life. This is the sign of pioneers, people who have done new, people who have gone into territories which have not been discovered until now. That is the sign of those people, discoverers, people who go out and do new things, people who do risky and adrenaline pumping things, people who want to do bungee jumping, they want to do skydiving, they want to do kayaking, all sorts of risky things. They don't understand what is a risk, that the fear factor is pretty much missing. They don't understand what that is. They're so much full of energy, they're so much full of passion that they're always raring to go. Now fire, the transformation phase also shows that people who have an very strong Aries, their lives also transforms in some ways or the other at multiple occasions. they feel they're not the same person they were after a certain period of time. So that transformative nature also applies to their overall life process. Now, fire or Aries sign is represented by head in human body. Head meaning from the top of your head up to the eyebrows. That part, and that part also contains your brain. So the brain is actually a representation of Aries in human life. Let's see how this fire and transformative nature of Aries is shown by the brain. So if you see, human brain is, well, it doesn't look like, because we cannot see any moving parts physically, but human brain is the most active part of human anatomy. It is a part which is constantly receiving electromagnetic signals from all of our senses, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, in fact all other parts of the body, your lungs, your kidneys, your heart, everything is constantly sending electromagnetic signals to brain. And brain is always non-stop converting those signals or transforming those signals into actionable intelligence, actionable items, and using those actually controlling every part of your body. It's the brain which inadvertently controls your heartbeats, your lung function, your liver function, your kidney functions. Apart from interpreting what you see, the taste you feel, your tongue just eats something, sends some signals to brain, and brain tells you whether it's sweet or sour or what kind of taste it is. So the brain, just like fire, is transforming everything every time. So it is actually a phenomenally active part of your body. It is so much active that generally brain contains only 2 to 3% of weight. Human weights wise, brain is only 2 to 3% of weight. But from the energy consumption point of view, it consumes about 20 to 30% of the total energy which human body generates. So you see, it completely exemplifies the Aries. Full of energy, always active, so much active that even when you are asleep, your brain is working. So in that sense, Aries people also, they require less sleep. They generally, their life energies are so high that their sleep quota is lesser than other zodiac signs. In the wrong way, they could also be suffering from insomnia, inability to sleep properly at night because there's so much going on in their mind. Now, brain controls everything. Brain is a control freak. There is not a single part of the body which is not controlled by the brain. Similarly, Aries people are control freaks. If Aries is disturbed in any ways in your horoscope, people could have dictatorial tendency. They would want to control everything. They would want to win in every situation, and they already have energy to do that, and they cannot take losing anything nicely. So that is one of the behavior which is signified by the excess of energy and a tendency to be sort of controlling everything. So if you have a kid or a daughter or a son who has Aries prominent in his chart, remember, you are going to have tough time controlling them, and don't try to overpower them or control them through force, because that is not going to work. See, Aries represents brain. Brain means logic. And Aries folks are very scientific in nature. They are amenable to logic. They will listen to reason. Kids will listen to reason, after some time. But generally, even as adult, the best way to handle an Aries is by giving sound logic bites, sound scientific logics, rather than trying to overpower them, because that is not going to work ever. So because of this logical and scientific nature and the energy and the explorative nature of Aries, they could be very good scientists also. They can invent new things which have not been thought about as of now. So this is in general the basic qualities of the sign of Aries. They, as we have seen, they can initiate many things. They start new things very easily, but they lack the patience to finish or complete or see through till the end of anything they started. So if there is a one thing an Aries dominated person should try to inculcate in their lives is, or would be, ability to be patient, ability to see through things they have started. And if they can do that, there is nothing which can stop an Aries. Now, this what we have seen today is the basic fundamental nature, basic fundamental qualities of the sign of Aries. Now, this understanding is very necessary, because when a planet, any planet is posited in this sign, it the nature or the sign Aries converts that behavior of the planet into, or according to, the basic nature of Aries which we have just seen. So because of this, say if you have Mars in Aries, you are a good candidate to be in police force or be in army or be a fighter pilot, so or if there is some affliction in the Aries, you could suffer from fever, or you could suffer from acne because of excess heat in the body. So that's why it is important to understand the fundamental nature of the sign, and based on that, it can be implemented into various aspects of astrology, which we will see in some more videos later on. For now, I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more such videos which will be coming soon. Thank you for your energy and patiently listening till the end. Have a good day. Bye bye.